Okay, guys, welcome back to Lokean Gaming. We have you in the main hall. We've made a lot of changes with these halls, as you're going to notice. Because we have the gods and goddesses, I think, for now, sorted out. So you see, we've got the wolf cookies, and the wolf chocolates, and fox cookies. I could not find fox chocolates. We made wee little kittens. We little kittens. Something went wrong with the sizing. Kitty cat cream sandwiches, espresso drinks, and this stuff is the same from the last time you toured. We did add some flowers, and we did add a couple other things in here. This is a ship's prism. It directed light down into the body of the ship so you could see. I used to spend a good part of my life at the beach each year. Might miss it. Some ships. Everybody's sensing the theme. I had to be hit over the head with it. Freya had to help out, and that's a long story. Ship here. This is from a, cruise thing that takes people out and teaches them sailing and navigation, and then it gives back to the, people that you know are impoverished in the area, so great stuff. Some more of the ship models. We've got this. Everybody's like, yeah, finally! I wonder when this was coming. And this was labeled a fisherman. Come on, we all know this is Njord. We all know this is Njord. So that was extremely lucky find, and the funny thing was, I thought he was contacting me today, and I said, I don't know if it's you or not, and I swear to the gods, guys, all the nautical stuff came out. The ship's wheel came out, and everything else in one of those goodie boxes I showed you. And that's, you know, for on the ship, and so most of it hasn't changed. But I forgot to introduce you to Freyr and Freya last time, so they're here as well. And I didn't know that people would associate lighthouses with Njord. I thought they were for Freyr, and they're not going to argue father and son over who gets what, but I felt dumb. But it explained my unnatural attraction to water, because that's like, it's really a stretch to, put some of our gods into a watery thing. Not that they couldn't, but it makes sense with Njord. Okay, so this home is now, the second temple. I don't think this changed much, if at all, but we're going to take a look. We do have the fancy dream catcher. It's not my fault. They keep stalking me on the internet and trying to sell me stuff. And I'm like, I don't have the money for that, but I'll take it. Coffin bookcase. And there's the, yeah, we did change stuff. There we go. There is, Star Child doing the hearing things. I forgot all these references to him. Odin was using to say, yes, it's me, open your ears, open your eyes, it's me, +1. I've been having a weird thing with all these compasses come up. Not only is Odin a traveler, but there's another god we all know that's a traveler. So, yeah, so this is still hollow back here. I keep knowing something belongs in it. And look at this, guys, they worked on this. They have been updating the Oculus like crazy. Every couple days, they are updating almost like every 4 or 5 days. We get an update and they change all this stuff. So if you're lucky enough to get an Oculus, you know, if you're picking one up used because you can no longer order them in most places, I'd say it's worth it. Oculus S, you know, if you want the newest, biggest thing to go forward with and have it longer, that would be good too. I like my Oculus, and they don't seem to be going anywhere, so I'm pretty happy that I have the older model, because the good girl can still kick around. It's the people with the DK2 that are pretty miserable. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Okay, places. Yeah, I'm forgetting how to navigate. Okay, you all remember the Beltane Temple, correct? Well, she got a few changes. And by a few changes, I mean a lot of changes. So we welcome you to Njord's temple. He had asked me for donuts, because remember I told you that story about Njord and the donuts? So he'd asked me for those, and he wanted coffee, and he asked me why. He says, why do you keep making unique stuff for each hall? And I said, well, to me it's a gesture of respect, plus by now we have probably 1,000 items. Sometimes it's just easier to make something new than to keep going with the same ones. So this was the first place we had the statue, and the first place we had the selling ship. And the wheel, and that. Those are both native to Oculus, so is this. And kitties! We needed ship's cats. We needed ship's cats in the ship. That's from Japan, by the way, that float for the net. We kept a lot of the design, but we added in some beautiful forest cats. Again, the light for the ship, the lighthouse. They don't mind if I keep repeating stuff. These were my first attempts at making stuff. The world's biggest hermit crab. The world's biggest hermit crab. People today would faint, but you used to be able to go to Cape May and get them as pets. I don't know if they still sell them as pets, but yeah, you used to be able to buy wild animals as pets. I'm sure they weren't wild. I'm sure they were raised on a farm because they had plenty of them. The lamp from the ship. Netting. It actually does, you can see the whole way through, but it's hard to tell from down here. And I said, you know, it's weird that this was the only temple without a place to sleep, so a nice berth here. So we're treating this as Njord's ship, and we got the treasure chest. And it's just, it feels nice and cozy in here now. It feels like this is what it was meant to be when the kids had it. It was kind of, the energy felt a lot more noisy, and we got the ship in the bottom, which he loved it when it came out giant. I did not do that on purpose. You guys know I'm very bad. And the precious pet, I looked her up. She's coming from Maryland. And Maryland has to do with the shore, right? And all this stuff to do with the shore. Freya was trying to hit me over the head with references to her dad. And I wasn't listening. I was deaf and dumb. So I worked a lot with Njord today, so that was good. That was actually something I needed to do. I think that's half what I've been so nervous about. But welcome to Lady Freya's temple. So this is her temple, though it has shifted a lot today as I've been working with the gods. There's the beach in Maryland. We got that down so I would always remember she used the kitty to contact me. But you guys know these temples tend to have a 24-hour lifespan. Lion, ship's cat, kitty with bunny, the golden boars for Lord Freyr, who is also here, with Hello Kitty. Have the cat tree, have the kitty cats here, have the kitty cats here. We built walls, you know, things for the cats to climb on because, of course, this is Freya's temple. We have the kitties here. Some are three-dimensional and some are the standees. We have all this food because we have a lot of kitty cats to feed. Have a wee little kit right here. We went crazy. Have a kitten in a kitty tree. Lord Freyr, we have the ship's cat. This is from an article on Viking cats. I haven't read it yet. I have to go back and read it. Piggy, bunnies for Lord Freyr. We wanted him to feel welcome. Kitty! Every kitty here is named Kitty. This big kitty, this big purr kitty, this big purr kitty is named Kitty. This is Kitty Kitty. Everybody out there's probably covering their ears except for the cat people. See the little kittens? See the kittens? This is other pretty kitty. Hello, pretty kitty. I'm obnoxiously stupid around cats, guys. I am a cat person. So for me, this has been one of the wonderful things about VR. I can build this place for cats and have all these beautiful kitties wandering around. Look at the kitty! Oh my god, look at the kitty. And look at this kitty. So many kitties. And here's a kitty. It's a Hemi. I've always wanted a Hemi too. I love my Moggies, but I've always wanted a Hemi. And only cat people know on God's green earth a Moggy is. And it's little Siamese and a black cat and the beautiful tabby up here. And if we come over here, this is where we were laughing. I first made these. They were so teeny tiny. They're still small, but they're usable now. And the tiger and the ship. And we've got the coffee here and, you know, the cookies. And we've got the forest cat there. And we've got the kitty, and we've got her, you know, for her daddy, we got that. And we've got Lady Freya here. She liked the Bastet statue. I'm not sure if Bastet's still allowed around me even at all, but she liked the Bastet statue and she's keeping it. Tiger cub, big old kitty. That also came up for forest cat, by the way. The Persian king, and we have the bigger kitties. We do have a Sekhmet statue. Tiger back there. We have the lions! Here in, America, we had a show called Between the Lions for literacy, and it had lion puppets. Oh, we were having fun with that. We have a calico kitty here. One of my best kitties ever was a calico. I loved her to death. And we have the real kitties, so I can come in every day and pet the real kitties. Remember the temple kitties? Well, temple kitties are back. And we have the Good Fortune kitty here. This is Neko Robo. That's what his name is. He's one of the free things they gave us in Rift, one of the toys. That's the wee little kit, because like I said, we all know I can't do proportions very well. And we have the kitty here. Look at all those little details. Look at all those tiny little whiskers. And people that hate cats have run away by now. We've got kitties. Kitties. And more kitties. And this is the great and mysterious Reflecto kitty. There's something about how they render out some stuff that you can only see it frontways on. So Reflecto kitty can only be seen frontways on, still reflects. Big kitty. Giant cat house for the kitty cats to play in. Cat painting, that's in-house, so I can't make it bigger. You guys have noticed, I tend towards massive art. Tiger. Little bitty kitty. Kitty, cat tree, and of course Catwoman. She's perfectly okay because I've seen some of the homes that have her in them listed as public homes, so she's considered perfectly decent even though she's showing a wee bit of cleavage. So we have Catwoman, and we have all the kitties, and if you guys are seeing this like I am, it looks like an actual kitty popping out of the house. And we have the forest cats, tigers, cat goddesses, Freya. So, yeah, this place is heaven on earth to me. This is really, really nice to come into. And these are actually for the cats to look at. The cat people are nodding going, that makes sense. And I love that we put in these steps for the cats to go run up. There's this guy that redid his whole house and he had it all over the place for the kitties. So I think that's every home. Yes, that is. That's every home. So we hope you guys have enjoyed this. We cannot wait for the kitty to come in tomorrow. I know it's just a sleeping kitty, but it's still a kitty. And you know, it's great to come into VR to be able to come in here, and there's nothing like being able to come in here and pet a big old lion. But it's nice to have something in real life to look at and to, you know, play with and such. And apparently the new version I'm getting is softer than the old version, so I don't know what that's going on about, but it'll be nice to have. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. We wanted to share this with you because we were really happy when the New York thing finally clicked. And the funny thing was, I was trying to, contact him earlier in the day and it didn't seem like he was answering, and then when he does answer, he really answers. You can't mistake New York usually for anybody else unless he wants you to. So long story there. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. I'm in love with this temple. This is a fun temple to be in now. So we will see you guys later. Bye bye.